excited to have all of you here. Welcome to the Veterans Entrepreneurship Programs. Our goal is to empower our nation's hero to succeed in this new business world. This program is a collaboration between Houston Community College, HCC, and the University of St. Thomas, UST, McNair Center of Free Enterprise and Entrepreneurship. I am Soledad Tanner, founder and CEO of STC Consulting, and I will be your host during this session. With that, I'm going to turn it over Patrick Wooks, PhD, the director of UST McNair Center of Free Enterprise and Entrepreneurship, so he can introduce us all the wonderful sponsors to this event.
Thank you for that introduction, and very nice title that I have. It's impressive, but trust me, it's not as interesting as it appears. So anyways, we have a lot of very great sponsors, people who have helped us along the way, and we just want to share some of those names. Of course, we have Maya DeNovo, who's helped out over at HCC, Stephen Hall, who's over at City Hall, helping us out in regard to veterans. My good friend, David Regenbaum, David, heading the phase 2 of the program, who did so much in regard to business training for our veterans, just an amazing entrepreneur, amazing mentor and leader in this community. Ned Mueller, of course, at HCC, he's an entrepreneurship in residency, great person, does so much for HCC and the community. Of course, our own Bina George, I think Bina has like 7 jobs. She does them all amazingly well. I'm always blown away with all the things that she does and for her support. And of course, for Joe Wallace, who helped us out in regards to the military affairs, Microsoft, who helped us in the phase 1 of this program, who has sponsored and put forth, all the effort of developing this program at its beginning. I cannot say so much more for Microsoft and everything that they've done for us. And our veterans should be very proud that we have such a great sponsor as Microsoft. A few of what we call the everyday workhorses. I don't know what was the word that we chose, Ravi. The cheerleaders. But here's Ravi. Ravi, you want to say a few words? Ravi is one of those people who really made this happen. He's over at HCC. Say a few words if you don't mind, Ravi.
Absolutely, and we call it ourselves the Action Committee because so much planning, so much vision. But unless we take action, so we gave ourselves that action title, and then we basically did all the legwork needed to pull this off over the 6-month period. So, Dr. Woke, you are, a breath of fresh air in the Houston region for this effort because as you came into St. Thomas and the McNair Center, you brought this energy of acting, right? Let's act on things. Great to have ideas, but unless we act on those ideas, doesn't get anywhere. Ideas are dime a dozen is something I've heard quite often. So I'm glad that we're taking action with this action committee. We're certainly thankful for some of the members here. So Dana Sturtevant, Sandra Louvier, Capri Thomas from HCC. I want to give all of them a shout out. And Dr. Woke, I'll let you talk about St. Thomas side. Yeah,
and thank you very much once again. I don't know who you're talking about, but if it's me, I'm very surprised. We have some really great people on the veteran side here at the University of St. Thomas. We have Tricia and Jay Hernandez. Those two are just really amazing people who reach out to the community, the veteran community. We could not do what we do without them. So we're very, very appreciative of Tricia and Jay, and of course the people at HCC. And just to round it out, of course, Jim Sullivan, who's at SCORE. He's done so much. He helped set up the platform for phase 2, done a lot of work. Tim Shroud, who showed up for a couple of events. I think he ran one of them, right? I think he ran the one event in regard to the entrepreneur resources out there in the community. Really can't say enough about Tim. Tim does so much in Easter Seals. Mark Winchester and Easter Wright, the head of the SBA. I tell you, I don't know where we would be without the SBA. They really, their efforts in regard to SCORE, SBDC, all their efforts in the community, just outstanding. Shantae Hall, Kevin Doffing also helped out in regard to, our education panel. Big shout out to Kevin and all the things that he does in the community. And Maggie Peterson, also over at Texas Veterans, really just amazing people. We're very blessed to have them on our community. And this, as you can see, there's so many people who are so excited and so supportive of the veteran community. It's great to have, you know, a community that's so supportive of our veterans here as we do in Houston. And I turn that now back over to our fearless leader. There you go.
Thank you. Thank you for that. Thank you for all the leaders who support this amazing program. So what are we going to do today? Today we have 5 military veterans finalists from the HCC and UST Veterans Entrepreneurship Program will pitch their business idea, just like the Shark Tank on TV, right? Before a panel of incredible expert judges. They are competing for one of 3 cash prizes to be used towards their business or further education. So it is my pleasure to introduce you some people that will be the judges. Let's start with Ladita. Even though Lalita Ramos doesn't need an introduction because everybody in Houston knows her, she's amazing. Lalita is the chapter president of SCORE Houston. Her areas of expertise are finance, accounting, tax preparation, and educational business. Lalita has decades of experience working for the city of Houston. She received a BS in physics from the University of Madras in India, in Chennai, a PhD from Michigan State University, and MS in accounting from the University of Houston. She's a certified public accountant too. Thank you, Lalita, for joining us here.
Thank you.
We also have Mr. Jesse Bounds. Jesse has a BA from the University of St. Thomas, an MBA from University of Houston, many years of careers in operational and finance performance improvement. He has a long career of service for our city. Currently, he's the Director of Innovation of the City of Houston. Thank you, Jesse, for joining us.
Yeah, real pleasure to be here. Looking forward to it.
Thank you. And finally, our third judge is Jeremy Jensen, CEO of Encore Search Partners, LLC. His background in sales and marketing. He studied at the University of Houston, currently the CEO of ESP Encore Search Partners. They specialize in headhunting nationwide and is one of the fastest growing companies in the region. Houston Business Journal named it the largest executive search firm in 2019. Thank you, Jeremy, for joining us today.
Thank you for having me as well.
Thank you. So, with no further ado, I think we go straight into what all of us are waiting for. Unless one of the judges want to say something, we will continue. Are we good? Perfect. So the ground rules, you know, we love this. So it needs to be fair for everyone. So what are the rules? Our basics. We have a maximum length for each veteran speech is 10 minutes. If at 10 minutes, I will let you know that you have passed your time. So keep your clock here. And the first place winner will receive $5,000, the second $3,000, and the third $2,000. After the pitch, we will have 8 minutes for questions and answers or feedback or any kind of conversations if there's any questions on the presentations. So we have at this time 5 veterans. We will start with Ai Akibi, Fatima Lewis, Tony Clements, Jocelyn Williams, and Marilyn Harris. Let's go for number 1. I'm going to stop sharing and I will let Ai Akibi share her screen. Ai?
There we go.
Perfect. You're on.
Hello, my name is Ayenede Akibe. I am a Navy veteran and owner of Sticky Spoons Jam based out of Niles, Michigan. Sticky Spoons was born out of necessity in the year 2016 when my son was ready to experience the joys of a classic peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Not able to find any that did not contain high fructose corn syrup or preservatives, I chose to make my own. I went to a local strawberry farm, picked some strawberries, and made a few batches of jam. Well, I made one too many batches and took the excess to work. My coworker offered to pay me for it, and she said if I made any more flavors through the year, she was willing to buy more. At the end of the year, I had sold 100 jars and my business was born. Sticky Spoons operates under the Michigan Cottage Food Law, and 95% of our fruits are from local family-owned farms. In 5 years, we've made over 100 flavors and focus on 30. Our best sellers are apple pie jam, peach mango, blueberry lavender, strawberry banana pineapple, winter jelly, and lunar eclipse. Sticky Spoons is committed to making products that do not contain artificial flavors or preservatives. According to businesswire.com, the global market for jams and preserves in the year 2020 was $8.5 billion. By 2025, it's expected to reach $10 billion. The US market alone in 2020 was $2.5 billion. It's expected to reach $3 billion by the year 2025. This market is being driven by consumers' willingness and eagerness to try unique flavors and pay a reasonable premium to obtain them. Sticky Spoons is poised for a national stage because of our flavors like rhubarb orange ginger, black widow, peach lemonade, summer solstice, and spring fling. We are committed to making products that surprise and delight the taste buds of our customers. Our competition includes Bilberry Jams and Jellies, Nashville Jam Company, and Slow Jams. Sticky Spoon's commitment to making products that surprise and delight the taste buds of our customers includes testing some of our flavors among numerous customer segments. We tested our apple pie jam, and some of the replies include, "It tastes just like apple pie. Shut the front door. What sorcery is in this jar?" Some cuss, some dance, some are stunned to silence, and those who feel bold enough ask for our recipe. Our key customers include individuals who make purchases to use for their own personal enjoyment. We also sell to restaurants and bars. If you visit Apothecatees in Niles, you can have our blueberry lavender jam on a crumpet or scone. At Iron Shoe Distillery, you can have our blackberry jam on a peanut butter and jelly hamburger. Our business customers usually make large purchases of customized flavors, which they use as gifts for clients and employees. In 2020, we chose growth over comfort. With the cancellation of most events, we sought other avenues for sales. With more people cooking and drinking from home, demand for our products increased. And so we took the challenge and decided to make flavors that people could use at home. Even more, we created the Black Widow Jam, which is used for braising beef, and peach lemonade, which makes an excellent cocktail. Requests for shipping also increased as more people were social distancing. A gentleman from Fiji reached out to us. He usually received his jams from family and friends who made purchases at craft shows and festivals. Finding out that these had been canceled, he wondered how he was going to get some. So he requested that we ship to him. Unfortunately, due to the Michigan Cottage Food Law, we were unable to do so. So we began the plan to build a licensed kitchen and storefront, one that will allow us to increase production to meet our customer demands, sell on store shelves, and also ship to customers, including our friend in Fiji. Our plan is to complete our licensed kitchen by the year 2022, hire 3 full-time production staff to meet demand, and also to market by launching an e-commerce website, using social media platforms, and creating new packaging ideas that would reach both new and native customers. In 2020, we sold almost 5,000 jars of jam. With a licensed kitchen, by 2025, we'll be able to sell 364,000 jars. In 2020, the sale of syrup was about 700 jars of syrup, or 700 bottles of syrup. By 2025, with our kitchen, we'll be able to reach 200,000 bottles. A licensed kitchen will allow our revenue to grow for jam and syrup to $2.7 million and $2.3 million respectively by the year 2025. We expect that as we scale, our margins will remain between 30 and 45%. At Sticky Spoons, as a small business, we believe we're an integral part of our larger community. So we have give back programs. Our Share the Love program over the last 2 years has collected over 2,000 pounds of food for our local food banks. We have 4 food banks locally, and we host events yearly to support them. This year, recognizing that our on-house population had grown, we started a winter wear drive, one that collected over 109 pairs of socks, enough to last the program through spring. Our crew includes myself. I am the crazy jam lady, flavor creator, and sometimes mad scientist behind Sticky Spoons Jam. Ty Robson is a Navy veteran, and he's our sugar maker. His favorite thing to do in spring is drive his old Ford tractor to collect sap. Sarah Essig is married to a Navy veteran, and she works in production, marketing, and sales. At Sticky Spoons, we're committed to making products that do not contain high fructose corn syrup, artificial flavors, or preservatives, and ensuring that our flavors always surprise and delight the taste buds of our customers. My name is Ayenede Akibe. I am the crazy jam lady, flavor creator, and owner of Sticky Spoons Jam. Thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you, Ayakibi. That's wonderful. You did it in 6 minutes. I appreciate that. I'm going to open the floor now for the judges to start asking you questions. Thank you. Guys?
I'll go first. So the first question is, I saw the net income for the last 4 years range between 15,000 and 17,000 a year. Is this your full-time job, or is this like a side project?
This is my business, my side business. However, we have a cap in Michigan State. There's a cap on how much revenue you can generate using the Michigan Cottage Food Law. And last year we maxed out that cap at $25,000 for jams.
What's the benefit of being under that threshold?
Under the threshold, it allows us to make a little bit more flavors and a few more jars. But once you hit 25,000, they require that you go to a licensed kitchen.
Yeah, this is one of those where it really pains me that we're all virtual, because I assume that we would be tasting this right now as judges if we were in person, and that's kind of your core your key differentiating factor is probably the taste and the natural process that you make from this, so without being able to link the taste to the product, it's kind of difficult to say, but good testimonials, great presentation. I actually love the utilitarian design of the packaging that you have. I think that kind of adds to the flavor, but I also like the wanting to rebrand and repackage to a certain extent. I guess, could you speak a little bit more about your distribution plan and how you intend to get this to market at a broader scale to support some of the revenues that you were talking about?
Well, last year we had 5 of our local, what we call gourmet stores, reach out to us because they keep hearing about Sticky Spoons. With Michigan Cottage Food Law, we're not allowed to sell on store shelves. So we already have 5 stores lined up to make purchases from us. In Michigan, we have the MSU Food Extension, and I've been working with them. They host a food program every spring, welcoming people like myself who are going from cottage food to license to pitch to or to offer flavors to the bigger grocery stores around here like Meijer and Martin's. So we have that in over there. But for us, the biggest thing will be being able to ship. With more people wanting you to ship to them no matter where they are, we have that, we believe that that will be our core way of generating income.
I have a question. You said you are thinking maybe in the future, since you want to be able to ship things. So what are your plans? Are you going to have like a commercial kitchen? Are you going to use a commercial kitchen here?
Well, that's what we're trying to do. We have plans to build one. We've met with the architect, we've met with our local township, we've met with the Michigan Department of Agriculture and Rural Development. So we've basically created the foundation to do so. Our next step is to actually break ground once those plans get approved by the said departments. There's a lot of red tape when food is involved. So we're sticking to all the rules.
Yeah, so you have to start off on a step-by-step basis on that, I understand that. But it looks like you are marketing still, you are doing quite a bit of social media marketing on Twitter and Facebook and all that.
On Facebook, we have a large following. That's where we've had the best marketing possible so far. We just started our website because we're basically generating foot traffic that way for when we do launch our ability to ship.
Okay. So sounds like a very interesting. I'm surprised that a lot of restaurants use them. Is that they use it for breakfast or for desserts almost?
Well, until you have the peanut butter and jelly sandwich from Iron Shoe, you will never believe that peanut butter and jelly can go on a hamburger, but it's absolutely fantastic.
Good. That's great. I think that's wonderful and wish you lots of luck. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
What, another question, what's prohibiting you from just utilizing a contract manufacturer and not commercializing your own kitchen?
By going to, we had looked at a co-packing agreement, but we will have no control over the ingredients being used. So right now, the strawberries we use come from a local strawberry farm. A co-packer can use a strawberry fruit puree if that's the cheapest way to make the product. Our customers know that when they get a jar of jam, they will feel strawberry, they will taste strawberry versus strawberry puree.
And same kind of angle there is, why are you considering leasing commercial kitchen space or renting commercial kitchen space? Why would you need to build a new facility, I guess, when there are available rental options out there?
We used to have one that was available for rental here in Niles, but it lost its license. And the city has been unable to regain that license. We went to a local.
Yeah, you can't move to a nearby location to, I'm not sure where Niles is geographically, but there isn't a large city nearby that has commercial kitchen capabilities.
The closest one for commercial kitchen capabilities is 2 hours away in Grand Rapids.
Oh,
so that would mean loading up everything we need, driving it there, and then driving it all back.
So you are located in Michigan?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Or in Niles,
I just wonder if there's some revenue potential with, if you're going to build this commercial kitchen, and I assume that you might not fully need the space from the onset, and if there's, you might want to look at whether that commercial kitchen can generate some revenue as well for you. But
we already have plans to rent out part of it as a bakery.
oh, good.
We already have 2 bakers interested. Since our town lost its license for a licensed kitchen, we will be the only one available. Actually, in meeting with my SCORE mentor the other day, he has a gentleman who's looking for a commercial kitchen to make pasta sauce in. He's got the family recipe and he linked both of us and we had a good conversation. So I have my first renter once my kitchen goes up.
Hey, great.
Yeah.
Good.
I'm from Michigan, spent 4 years in Michigan State. So
Michigan
I know
State.
Grand Rapids and the whole works.
Oh, nice.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Super. If we don't, any other questions? Are we good?
Yeah.
Super. Ike, from a personal note, I want to tell you that I had a brother that was severely allergic to preservative and colorants. So I appreciate what you're doing because we also had to do everything at home from scratch to it was a child. So I appreciate not only the flavors, but also the quality of life that people can have with good products. So thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. So you can now, great pitch, congratulations. So we are going to continue. Perfect. I'm going to share again my screen. Can you see it now? The red screen?
Yes, I can.
Perfect. So we will continue. Hold on 1 minute, please. Now we're going to continue with Tony Clements. Let me tell you a little bit about Tony. He's excited about prolific farms. He wants to use a vertical farming system to sustainably grow organic veggies and herbs while freeing up land, water, and heavy equipment. Tony, the 10 minutes for your pitch. You're ready to share. I wish you good luck.
Thank you, thank you. I thought I was going third, okay. Prolific Farms. Hi, my name is Tony Clement, and I am an Army veteran and founder of Prolific Farms. You can just call me the future LeBron of agriculture. My journey started in the Army where I was a PT stud, but still managed to gain an abundant amount of weight. I was placed on high blood pressure pills and was told that I would take the pills the rest of my life, and that was just something I wasn't gonna go with. So that's what started Prolific Farms. Oh, I'm sorry. So I had to make a change, and I had to correct my eating habits to include more veggies, fruits, and cut out meat, which led to Prolific Farms. The priority of Prolific Farms is to improve the health and the happiness of our community by applying the Army values and principles I learned in the Army to run our farm, also on top of the hands-on training I was provided to manage our farm. I am certified through USDA as an urban farmer, and I'm also taking classes at Cal Poly to become a certified sustainable farmer currently. The farmer. I am a husband, an Army veteran, USDA certified urban farmer, and a USD alumnus. The problem we are solving. What is so special about Prolific Farms? The special thing about Prolific Farms is being a part of something that's going to make you feel better, but also keep our earth around longer. There are over 200,000 cases of child malnutrition in the US yearly, primarily due to unhealthy diets. When you purchase our produce, of course, they're going to taste delicious, but you'll also get all the nutrition substance to replenish your body. We grow our veggies, herbs organically using a vertical farming system, allowing us to produce great produce, but also save the planet by not using up all the land, the water, not using tractors for emissions, and just practicing good agricultural practices to keep our planet green. Our target customer segment is broken down into 3 different groups. The first group will be the health and fitness community, restaurants and chefs, and then also people who need better nutritional substance. A few facts on our target market. According to IHRSA, the health and fitness community is a $30 billion industry and has been growing by at least 3 to 4% annually for the last 10 years and shows no sign of slowing down anytime soon. Facts about people with health issues. There are 71,372 people who die from diabetes every year in America. Diabetes alone costs Americans $327 billion. Of the 793 million people in America, more than 100 million people suffer from malnutrition and have a risk of starvation. Here are some of our key activities to increase brand awareness and revenue. Our first key activity would be events such as farmer markets where we will sell our produce and then also offer vendors to come in and lease space to sell their produce and their items also. Workshops to teach the community and other farmers how to grow their own vegetables. Fun days such as block parties where everybody can come out, see the different products we have, and just kind of mingle and grow and become one. Yoga sessions to help people relax with everything that's going on in the world. Boot camps to help the fitness community come in and everyone wants to be fit, everybody can lose weight and become more healthy. Another key activity is production and harvesting, problem solving, customer service, marketing and outreach, key partnerships, waste management, and record keeping. Our marketing strategy will be as follows. We will have a monthly newsletter where we will update our customers on what's going on with the farm and give different healthy tips of growing produce or different nutritional facts. We'll utilize all social media platforms where we'll engage our customers and just grow brand awareness and hopefully grow to be a global brand one day. We'll also utilize Google Business where we can create an account where our customers can come and give us feedback on our products so we can make our products better, but also reach different people all around the world. We'll utilize face-to-face marketing at local events where we will promote, give out samples, and just share what we're doing at Prolific Farms. Another big factor is community engagement and outreach, where we will provide outreach throughout the community to share the benefits of healthy diets and to teach, especially our youth, to eat healthy early so that later in life they won't suffer from the many health issues that come with not eating healthy. We'll have referral incentives for our customers to recommend other people to come and use our products, and we'll give them incentives for bringing other customers to our platform. We'll also focus on key partnerships where we can work with other organizations, other businesses, and provide healthy products that just give back to the community and not just take all their money. Some of our key unit economics. Our projected revenue is $625 weekly in the first quarter, just from our veggies and herbs, and that is just from our CSA market. Our CSA market is a membership where our people can purchase, it's a membership where our people will come and purchase memberships where they can get a box weekly of our produce, guaranteed every week. This is not including the leftover. So whatever is not sold in our CSA market, we will use at our farmers market, and that's where we'll sell the leftover produce. Our second quarter, we're looking to grow about 40% once we introduce our products such as juices, teas, vitamins, lotion, and natural cleaning supplies, which will not cost much to create, but will increase our margins drastically. We will implement these new products in different stages. In stage one, we will build and set up the farm, create an efficient system, and create policies on growing our produce correctly. We'll also focus on marketing our CSA program and try to get at least 25 people to join in the first quarter. Second quarter, we'll start to introduce our juices, teas, and other products. We'll also focus on continue to grow our CSA membership and reach out into different communities around Houston. Stage 3, which will be about quarter 4, quarter 5. We plan on opening up a farm store on our property at the farm where our customers can come and purchase produce directly from us. Also, we'll focus on growing key partnerships in the community and partnering with other businesses. Stage 3. Also in stage 3, we will introduce a virtual garden aspect where our members can purchase garden space at our farm virtually, and they can watch us garden, harvest, grow our produce, and can be a part of the farm virtually, where they will pay for this space. They'll watch the whole transition of the planting the seeds, growing the produce, and all that good stuff. Our fixed costs. Our fixed cost is roughly $1,215 monthly. And this breaks down as $140 for utilities, $1,000 for our land lease, $75 for seeds, containers, and nutrients. And finally, our ask. We are asking for $40,000. We will use this money as follows: $11,940 for utilities, equipment, seeds, and our hydroponic growing system. $7,000 for our land lease, but also if we were granted funding, we will pay off the remaining $7,000 on our land, and that will lower our fixed income, and we will own our land out clear. $5,000 for marketing, events, decorating, professional services, and unexpected costs, and then taxes. Last, we're asking for $16,000 for working capital so that we can put all our energy directly into the farm. Thank you, and that is Prolific Farms.
Thank you, Tony, for an excellent presentation. I appreciate your time. And now we are opening the floor to the judges to ask you questions about your pitch. Thank you.
I'll go
Guys,
first.
Jeremy? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so is there a proof of concept already for a farm that's going direct to consumer?
Yes, sir. Everybody does it. I don't know if you're familiar with farmer markets. That's exactly what farmer markets are. And then they have the CSA membership that people can purchase the products also.
Okay, what is the CSA membership? What does that acronym mean?
I can't tell you the acronym, but I explained it earlier. CSA membership is just people, it's customers that will buy memberships and be guaranteed a weekly box of our produce.
And where's the farm located?
It's in Houston, Texas, in Harlem, Clark.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah. I had a question, Tony. Farming, it's a lot of labor. You haven't said anything about anybody you have that are going to have, you have people, or who works with you on this farming here?
Great question, great question. I don't know if you're familiar with hydroponic farming. Actually, with hydroponic farming, it eliminates at least 80% of the labor. We don't have to do any of that. And I have 2 teenage boys that will help me out as needed. But in a 40-hour work week, we have studied our numbers, and it can be done by one person with hydroponic farming, because all you have to do is maintain your water supply and harvest your produce.
Yeah, but still you have to pick the produce, right? That takes effort. You know?
Yes, ma'am, but I don't know if you're familiar with it. It takes like less than a minute to harvest one plant.
Really? Okay, because I was wondering about that, because it's a lot more labor involved, you know. It's not like you can just run a truck through and fix it up. You have to.
Yes, our farm is hydroponically grown. It's an indoor farm, so we're not using no soil. I can go back to the slide. We're not using any soil, anything like that. Everything is in a vertical growing system. So we just walk up to the grower, harvest it, and walk to the next one.
Okay.
It eliminates all labor.
You said something about land. You said if you get the $7,000, you can pay off. So do you own the land?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So how long ago did you purchase it?
I purchased the land 3 years ago.
Uh-huh. Are there other people like you that you can work with and kind of build up a team?
Yes, ma'am. There's a farm called Dream Harvest here in Houston. They're actually they're a very big farm. They actually manage, I don't know if you're familiar with Kanye. He's building schools and farms around the US. They manage all his farms. I worked there for 6 months, so we have a great relationship, and they're one of our key partners. And they taught me everything about hydroponic farming, and they are there to assist me.
Oh, good. I'm very happy to see that you're doing this hydroponic farming, because I think it's definitely very environmental friendly. Your water consumption, you know, we waste a lot of water in agriculture, and I think this is one of the great things, you know. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. And not just water, but also with our farm, we can produce about the same amount as a 1 acre farm.
That's good. Very good. Thank you. And also addressing a lot of health issues, you know. You are contacting people that have health issues. Are you promoting it very actively in some kind of medical community kind of, so people with diabetes and other issues can work with you?
Yes, ma'am. We have a nutritionist that's on our team, and we also partner with different, I guess you could say, trainers, so that they can recommend our produce, and then we can teach them why they should use our produce and how it benefits their body.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, that's great, Tony. I guess what I'm trying to land on is what the competitive advantage is, or how it's differentiated from other hydroponic farming. And you know, definitely like the aspect of the membership. So want to understand how prevalent that is amongst your potential competitors on this.
Yes.
But oh yeah, go for it.
No, I'm sorry. Go ahead. So yes, sir. Actually, hydroponic farming is it's not new, but it's not something that's practiced by a lot of people. Here in Houston, we have 2 competitors, and they're actually within 10 miles. One of them is Dream Harvest, and we have a partnership, so I won't grow what they grow, and we'll help each other that way. The other one is a huge farm. It's a it's a $60 million farm. And our advantage is we're going to sell directly to our niche target group. Their main focus is HEB, Whole Foods, and all the big time grocery stores. So we're going directly to the consumers in a local community.
Okay, and how is that an advantage?
It's an advantage because it's sticking to our values. We want to get this nutrition to people that need it and be able to help them without like focus on just revenue. We want the revenue, but we also want to provide help for the people.
Yeah, and I think that's kind of also where I see the advantage or the differentiation is that you have the events that you were talking about, the workshops, that kind of more of a
community-based organization.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So, okay, excellent. Well, thank you so much.
Tony, I have a question. What are you projecting? Right now you are at this point. What do you think you're going to be? Where are you going to be in 5 years? What do you think?
Yes, ma'am. I do have the projections if I can get out of this. In 5 years, we're planning on having a farm in every urban community here. Here's our projections right here. At 5 years, we're looking.
Yeah, I see year 4. Yeah, correct. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Is there a cost associated with housing or having a place at a farmer's market? And, is that a significant cost, or are you wanting to have a storefront eventually? You were talking about the storefront on the property. Would you want to move towards most of your goods sold through that location, or yeah?
Our primary focus is to sell most of our goods through the CSA membership, but also, I don't know, because we're going to have our own farmers market on our farm where we can come, and we'll also participate in other ones. Most people charge about $50 to $100 to have a vendor spot at a farmers market, but we're going to have our own and bring other vendors in to help create more revenue.
Got it.
Okay.
Well, in this case, I guess if we were in person, you bring us some broccoli. So I don't know if I'm so sold on that one, but no.
Nah, if it was in person, I would probably brought one of our hydroponic systems, our vertical farming system, so you can see it. We can bring it anywhere, and you can just pick it right off and eat it like a tree.
All right, good.
That's something to look forward to, Tony. I would love to see that, and also to eat the broccoli, right?
Yes, everyone that's in Houston, feel free you can come and grab some produce at any time. I will remember all the faces and all the names.
Yeah, I just also want to say that you have a great momentum now, because with the importance of the improved immune system due to COVID, I think you will have a lot of consumers trying to switch to a better health habit. So congratulations.
Yes, ma'am. The man upstairs was looking out for us.
Yes. Perfect. So thank you, Tony. And let's make sure that each one of our judges, as we are finishing each one of our participants, are making your notes and making sure you're making your comments. So at the end of the presentations, we will score the participants. So we'll give you a second right there. And hold on, having here, perfect.
Thanks, Ravi.
Thank you, everyone. Perfect. just 1 minute so you can make some notes, and we will continue with our next presenter. So Jocelyn, get ready. We'll give them like 30 seconds. So we will continue with our next participant. Her name is Jocelyn Williams. She ambitions CRJ Communications. She intends to create and execute digital content marketing for B2B software as a service clients, taking a spot into the 3.5 trillion e-commerce industry. With more further ado, Jocelyn, you're here to share. Let's see, hold on 1 second, hold on, right there. And let me share. Hold on 1 second, let me stop. Can you share your screen now? I think I stopped. Perfect. See, the technology is one of our main challenges, so we continue. Good luck, Jocelyn. Go ahead, we start.
How fast is the world moving around us? E-commerce has quickly replaced physical channels. This replacement, forecast over a 10-year time frame, occurred in 3 months. 3 months, not 10 years. Companies are scrambling to take advantage of this opportunity. And to do so, they need lots of content. I'm Jocelyn Williams, content marketer with CRJ Communications. I help software as a service, SaaS companies, increase their return on investment by creating content, sales, and marketing messages that shorten sales cycles and influence decision makers. This replacement of physical channels by e-commerce, think of it as a leap. This acceleration was greatly pushed forward by the pandemic. It also leveled the playing field. Many businesses could not get to their go-to products and services. So they were looking for other products and services that would meet their needs. And so they were trying things that they wouldn't normally try. So that has leveled the playing field for a number of businesses. E-commerce is a $3.5 trillion industry. So there's a lot of movement and money to be made. Again, my company is CRJ Communications. Intend to launch as a sole proprietorship to launch quickly in the business space, and plan to restructure as a limited liability corporation at the end of the year, fourth quarter. Located physically in Katy, Texas, which is part of the greater Houston area, in a residence with a dedicated business space, only for business, not for recreation, entertainment, or dining. 1 employee, myself. I served 4 years in the Air Force. I have 20 plus years experience in the software space, technology space, in both private industry and government, working internal information, media relations, community relations, software development, documentation development, usability engineering, quality assurance testing, and training. 100% veteran-owned, woman-owned, and minority-owned. The focus for the business will be the software as a service SaaS industry. The SaaS industry is forecasted to generate $157 billion by 2022. Exactly what is software as a service? Software as a service can also be thought of as software on demand. SaaS provides a subscription model working environment through the internet. All data and code are stored in an offsite location in a public cloud. Applications in this cloud are scalable, more adaptable, they're shareable, can be used on multiple devices, they're accessible at any time from any place. It's more economical. There's no hardware, for example, to maintain or configure, and it makes for better workflows and collaboration. Within the B2B space, business to business space, I am well aware that there are multiple individuals, stakeholders who are involved in the decision-making process. And within the SaaS industry, the individual responsible for marketing is the individual I will target. Decision makers in mid-sized companies, that would be the VP of marketing, communications director, sales and marketing director, or MarCon director, because they are responsible for planning and budgeting of how content. These individuals understand the value of content when it comes to sales of their products and services, and they are responsible again for that, the budget. In Texas, software as a service companies, SaaS companies, have raised over 172.9 million in capital. They employ over 54,000 employees and serve over 429,000 customers around the world. So SaaS is a very large and growing industry, not only in Texas, but throughout the United States and worldwide. Now, within the SaaS industry, our focus will be on the problems and solutions that these companies want to solve. They have problems, issues, pain points. They want increased awareness and engagement. Some will say, well, we have these great products and services, but no one knows that we exist, what we have to offer. They might want more leads, more new customers. They might want to sell more to existing customers. They're seeking positive reviews and more referrals. All of their issues will fall within these categories. They may face more than one, but they will all fall into these categories. The solutions, it is my job to anticipate their customer intent. So the client's customers have problems and they want solutions to these problems as soon as possible. So it is my role to anticipate the intent and create content that satisfies this intent. So looking at the problem, what is the problem? What are the solutions? Comparing what solution is right for the company. Purchasing the solution and then getting results from the solution that has been purchased. Now here, there is a funnel, a content marketing funnel that buyers go through. Intent is always the focus. What is their intent? They may be starting out researching, and the intent is we want to drive more awareness, get increased engagement and leads. And there's content that can meet that, blog posts. And the content can be long form or short form, podcasts, videos, web pages, social media posts, whether it's Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, special reports, white papers, which are 10 to 12 pages in length. So that would be a long form type of content, templates, webinars, email newsletters, whether they're daily, weekly, monthly, quarterly, what have you, and ads. So when studies have shown that individuals will look at 3 to 5 types of content before they talk to a sales representative. They're going to do their research before they talk to someone. So buyers will go through a research phase. This is my problem. What solutions are out there? And there's content that will address that. Compare. So they're comparing. Okay, I'm looking at this company, content that will help customers make an informed buying decision. That could be product demos, fact pages. Has this question, has my problem been addressed already? Support pages, comparison pages that may be comparing one business to another business, products and service wise, or maybe internally within the company, comparison pages, and customer stories, case studies. It's always good to see what issues other individuals, companies have faced, and those products and services have addressed that. And then buying. This is call to action, content that drives direct sales, sales letters, video sales letters, product pages, ads to an offer. And then succeed. The customer has purchased the product, drives retention. What can I do? I have the product. What do I do with it now? Support pages, fact pages, blog posts, podcasts, videos, email newsletters. So throughout the content marketing funnel, the customer journey, there is content that will support the intent of that customer. Also think of it, the content marketing funnel as a sales funnel. So at the top of the funnel, the goal is to increase awareness and generate leads. So that's what that content is designed to drive awareness. The middle of the funnel, you want to get more customers and sell existing product and service, sell more products and services to existing customers. So you want to drive purchases. The bottom of the funnel, you want to get new customers again and sell more to existing customers. So you're driving sales there. And then POFU, known as post purchases. So you want positive reviews. You want people to, if they like the product, if they like the services, to give you a positive review, to give you a testimonial, to be open to customer stories, and then get more referrals to bring in more leads and more business.
Jocelyn, you have 1 more minute, please.
Okay. And then during my discovery call with the clients, I would ask questions about their goals to determine the value that the company would bring, draw up a proposal, charge if there's value, 50% up front, 50% after the project is completed. If not a good fit, direct them to someone who can help them. So again, my role is to understand what both the client and their customers want and give them the content, create that content that will get them the things that they need: awareness, purchases, sales, reviews, and referrals. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Jocelyn, for a great presentation. Now I'm going to open the floor for our wonderful judges to start asking you questions about the pitch. Thank you. Guys, the floor is open.
So I'll go first again. So I own a recruiting firm, and this doesn't feel like a business to me. I don't think there's any viable product or unique selling points to help scale a business independent of yourself. It just feels more like a resume where you can go in and sell yourself as an independent contractor to help companies commercialize in the e-com space. So to me, it just doesn't feel like a business.
Yeah, and I kind of would add to that a little bit. It's and I guess ask the question, like, who would be the competitors of this? I mean, is this something that the Gartners and the Forresters of the world are currently doing with the SaaS market? And also, why are you focused just on the SaaS market? Because it seems like this is a skill that would be transferable, not just to SaaS technology companies, but also to anybody, really, anybody who sells to customers.
That is a good question. I was focusing on targeting a market that I'm familiar with, bringing in my background to start. One of the good things about content marketing, there is a lot of variety. There's a lot of need out there, because not only is there, and I was mainly focused on initially business to business, there is also business to consumer SaaS companies. But I was starting from my background because I am an insider. I have sat in on those decisions. I have worked with end users, so I know their needs explicitly. But there's a lot of variety, so I can cover different industries within the SaaS space, but it is growing, the software as a service, the on-demand software. My competitors would be, some companies do have an in-house individual or in-house teams that do content marketing. There are also agencies. A lot of companies are outsourcing because they just do not have the time to put together the content needed to drive these sales. But they realize the value of it, but the time is not there to put together this long form and short form content in various formats, video, audio, text, and to appeal to not only those who may be hearing impaired, but visually impaired, to cover all their different user types. And also they need help with identifying their customers. Do you have a clear idea on who your customer is? So I would help them craft their customer personas. I mean, that's a big part of it. Who are you targeting, but actually who is buying your products and services? Who are you marketing to, and who is actually, so that would be part of my work with them to determine who is your customer.
Yeah, Jocelyn, I think you are going to do a service that not everybody is capable of doing. Even if I'm a marketing person, I don't know. I have a product, but how do I reach to the end point? You are trying to bridge that thing, and I think it's a valuable tool. But can you give us a couple examples of where you have worked, in what industry have you worked, and how has it been? Has it been successful in your efforts? So we can see, because I see that if I'm going to be promoting something, I need to understand my client. What's the value I'm promoting for, So that's where you are going to come, because you seem like you have a wider knowledge of basis. So you can do the research and look at the customers, and also how to go and get a positive referrals from them, because people are always looking for that. So can you give us a couple examples of where you have done something that we can understand better?
For example, I worked for BMC Software, which is headquartered in Austin, but I was in the Houston area. And I worked closely with end users. Now, BMC sells software to businesses, so that was a B2B space that I was working in. And interacting with the users of the product to see exactly how their day-to-day experience, how they're using the existing products and services, also interviewing with them, but also observing them to see exactly what issues and what they were doing. And then bringing that back and talking with the other players to say, okay, this is the information that I gathered when talking with the users. This is what I'm observing. Here's what our product is designed to do. Here are ways that we can best assist them in meeting their goals and objectives that'll help drive sales. Working with the usability group, here's how we can make things better.
So in a way, is it mostly software? Are you also looking at other products that people maybe, it's like you could even be doing something with real estate, people wanting to sell property, you know, you could work with your customers on the other side. But the other question I have is, you didn't say anything. How do you charge? And do you have other people working with you?
I do not have other people working with me to start. It would just be myself. Now I'm looking within my network, if it came to, say, for example, graphic design, which can be very much part of content, I would partner with a graphic designer if the company is in need of graphic design services. I would charge on a project basis, 50%. Now, depending on the type of content, that determines the pricing fee. Now, I'm not looking to be a one-stop fix. They would get a package. Let's say they're wanting to drive awareness. Now that would involve blog posts, more than one blog post, an email newsletter, setting up an editorial schedule. Okay, so they could, and repurposing content. I would, for example, if they wanted a white paper, which is typically a document that is 10 to 12 pages in length, includes an executive summary, I would charge $2,500 for that, for one white paper. And we would discuss fees, you know, after, you know, agreement has been made that we'll work together. But I would expect 50% upfront, and then 50% after the project is completed.
Now, how do you market your own business? How are you marketing it?
I am going where the customers are. LinkedIn. I do have my network, LinkedIn, Facebook. My companies are on LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, also associations that they are affiliated with, Content Marketing Institute. So that is how I am marketing myself. And referrals, I consider referrals golden. Okay. So
thank you.
I don't take that lightly.
Thank you, Jocelyn. Any other questions from the judges? Are we good? Okay, perfect. Thank you so much, Jocelyn. And I'm gonna share my screen right now. And I give a minute to the judges to write their notes and score your presentation. Give me just a minute here. And where are you? Perfect. So we are going to, can you see my screen? I think you can. I hope you can.
No, we just see your face.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Hold on. Not good. Not good. We want to share. That better?
We see it.
Okay. That's better. That's better now, right? Super. Give you 30 more seconds to write any notes that you may need for the last speech. And Marilyn Harris, please be ready. I will go to you in a couple of seconds. So Marilyn Harris called her idea the Women Veterans Pandemic Pivot Project, PWPPP. I like the PPP. She seeks mentoring and financial support to build the model for an innovative, interactive, gamified learning platform to assist women veterans who COVID-19 layoff have impacted. Marilyn, the floor is yours. I'm going to stop sharing and I'll let you share right now. Perfect.
Hello, everybody. Let me get this going. And hello, I am Marilyn Harris. Welcome, welcome. This presentation is about Women Vets Biz. I am a former U.S. Army nurse, Gulf War veteran. I am an alumni of Houston Community College and the University of St. Thomas, MBA 2007, and a founder of two organizations that you see to the right, Harlan Healthcare Consulting and the Women Veterans Business Center. And today, I am here to request your support, your mentorship, your partnerships, and funding assistance to get the women and women veterans back to work through our Women Veterans Pandemic Pivot Project. Everybody say WVPPP, WVPPP. I'm number 5, I need to get it going. A little bit about me. If you want to know more, just walk over there to the courtyard in front of the bookstore and in front of the cafeteria. I have a flag out there, and I've had a wonderful experience in my educational life, in my personal life. I even had the honor of teaching at the University of St. Thomas in the nursing program. Anybody that knows me know I do a lot in the community and receive a lot of awards. I work hard. Today, I'm here to introduce our latest project to you. This is a picture from 2019. We started hosting Women Veterans Tech Boot Camps at the Microsoft Galleria store. See my friend, the robot sitting next to me, standing next to me. These are some of the people that came. You probably will recognize Mark Winchester, the Deputy Director of the SBA. We have tech professors in the group. We have students. We have people in cybersecurity. What we wanted to do was inform and expose women veterans and the entire military family to opportunities in technology for careers and businesses. And that's what we did until 2020, when the pivot came. We had to do a pivot. Women had to do a pivot. Women veterans, women around the world had to do a pivot because of the COVID-19 pandemic. In 2020, the pandemic unemployment rates for women were atrocious, 6.3% up to 11.4% for disabled women like me. Women were disproportionately and still are disproportionately affected by the pandemic, by layoffs, job losses, nobody to keep our children. And the McKinsey report, the latest one in 2021, highlighted the fact that working mothers, women in senior management positions, and African-American women experienced at another whole level of extreme employment challenges during the pandemic. That's why we created this initiative. We are problem solvers. 1 in 4 women in the McKinsey report even said, they reported they considered leaving the workforce compared to 1 in 5 men. That's really, really, really scary. So the problem is also an opportunity. Women and women veterans need jobs. Technology provides the solutions. How do you know, Marilyn, you're a nurse? I'm not only a nurse. 3 years ago, I pivoted my healthcare career to cybersecurity. I just finished taking courses and training to take my cybersecurity professional certifications, which I'll be doing this summer. It's been a wonderful experience. What we do know, what I know personally, is global career opportunities and business startup opportunities lie within the opportunity to know and use technology. Our market is Texas women. We're specifically looking for women veterans, Texas women, female military spouses. Women veterans, Texas has the largest amount of women veterans, 171,000, according to the VA Center for Women Veterans. 30,000 women veterans live in Houston. Most people don't know that. We're targeting age ranges 25 to 65 because in our 6-month research at the Microsoft Center at the Galleria, we had women from 25 years to 66 years come and were interested in technology. They were interested in technology. We anticipate that once we get this solution produced, we can reach from 1,700 to 2,400 women/women veterans a year. Here's an example of one type of woman veteran that came to our boot camp. This is Jackie, not her real name. She's a single mother, 40. She was unemployed when we met her, 3 kids, former Army sergeant. She was a cook in the Army for 5 years. She managed a restaurant after she became honorably discharged. Well, during COVID, the restaurant closed. Jackie didn't have a job. It wasn't many restaurants for her to go to in the initial phase of the infections pandemic. And so she lacked family support in Texas. She had deployed here and her family was in another part of the country. She was in a really bad place. That's the type of reasoning that led us to sit down at the table and create the Women Veterans Pandemic Pivot Project. Let me tell you why. We believe we're in a perfect position to create this fun, gamified, AI-driven learning platform. Why? Because we know women veterans, because we are women veterans. We know what we need. We know where tech careers and opportunities and business opportunities are, and we know how to direct the women veterans, how to get them, and we know how to partner with people that know what we don't know that we need to know. And I'm going to display that in the next couple slides. Our solution is a fun, again, gamified, AI-driven learning platform. It's a workforce development solution. It's a tech career and tech business training portal. It's a support resource for pivoting women veterans. Why video games, Marilyn? Why video games? Because MarketWatch.com says in 2020, look at that number. That's $179 billion industry. And then what we're going to start out preferably is PCs and mobile. Look at that, 11% growth rate anticipated in PC, and then mobile, 24% growth rate. I bet most of your phones aren't far from you now. I see some people smiling. Let's talk a little bit about the user interface. We're going to create a profile, and you can read under the highlighted text how this interface is going to go on our project, on our solution. And then through an AI career assessment, the women veteran strengths, skills, and tech career business interests are going to be assessed. Next, they're going to be interviewed by a live assessor that's going to evaluate their strengths and skills, talk to them about what they want to do. Step 5, AI is able to create a profile that matches what they want to do in terms of their careers and or business thoughts, goals. And then the secret sauce, experience the role. This is the gaming piece. This is why we have partnered with a lady that knows how to do this in Madison, Wisconsin, from my previous accelerator. Their business is going to be highlighted on the next slide. They're going to experience the role they want. AI, machine learning, cybersecurity. They go into this, it could be a virtual reality space, or it could just be a space in the computer where they put on the clothes, they operate at work, but it's in a gamified, fun environment, no pressure. And then the other secret sauce is step 6, a support team that's connected with them through chats, through social media, throughout their experience, as long as they want to be connected. How are we going to pay for this? A big, big question. Initially, our demo is going to be a consumer version. We have some estimates of costs. We're going to customize this version based on the needs of our target audience, women and women veterans. But our goal is to do what our builder has done at the University of Wisconsin, Madison School of Public Health. She has built a project just like this, and it has helped healthcare students identify 50 healthcare careers that they may want to pursue, and they make a decision based on engaging with this game. So first the consumer B2C version, and then next the enterprise version, and after that we'll sell the B2C version via subscriptions. Finally, what we need today from you is, 1, your support. We need financially $10,000 to begin creating the gaming portion. We have about $2,000 now. Acme Nerd Games out of Wisconsin says the game, when we gave her the initial blueprint, it's going to cost at least $100,000. But the good news is the first 4 steps, the AI portion. I'm a member of Women in AI with Dr. Sunny Jang. We just had an AI hackathon for 3 days this past weekend. The AI portion is going to be built by the Women in AI partners that I've met and myself, and that's not going to cost anything. We're going to put that out there first. Next, we want to partner with the University of St. Thomas esports program. I am so excited by this program. I have my Alienware desktop on. I want to put my headphones on and grab my mouse, but I thought that would be too much for some people. But women like me, pivoting careers, over 50 decades, do game, do like learning in an educational gamified environment, and will gravitate to this. We want to partner with UST. This morning, we had a conversation with George Washington University. They have asked to partner with us. They have a Women in Cybersecurity initiative. We know loads of resources, and we are going to go out there and find the money to get this done. Of course, we're seeking investment, grants, and donations for part 1. My name is Marilyn Harris. My technical assistant is Miss Jessica Smith. She's wonderful, and she is a nurse. Yes, that's Mary Romolino, the CEO of Acme Nerd Games. Look them up, support them. Generator are our partners. I just graduated from that accelerator. We are applying for Microsoft for Small Business. Monday is my appointment. We can potentially get up to $120,000 of Azure credits. Oh my gosh, with St. Thomas. RISE is another accelerator I just completed with Florida State University. We have a barrage of support down there. The SBA Houston is the best in the United States. And then we had the honor of doing a little mini pitch of this solution at the Houston Tech Rodeo, where we were the only women veterans tech group to speak at the Houston Tech Rodeo. 150 speakers, 8,000 attendees. What a honor. Dell are our partners for equipment and so many more. Please work with us. You know, I'm never going to leave St. Thomas. I'm always going to be roaming around the campus. You can find us on LinkedIn at Women Vets Biz. My email is director@Women Veterans Business Center, and we're on Twitter at Women Vets Biz. Believe in us. Thank you.
Thanks, Marilyn. Hey, I love the enthusiasm, and you have a marvelous team here. You know, the team that you have showing. So it's great to meet you and hear your presentation. So just so I'm clear on this, so it's both an aptitude engine, but it also helps with workforce development. So there's some curriculum involved, right?
There's definitely a curriculum. Thank you for asking that, so I can highlight it, because remember, I'm a teacher. I'm not only a nursing teacher, I'm a business teacher. The picture on the front, our first slide looked like an envelope. And I did that intentionally because that was a business plan competition that we host for 3 years straight at the Cameron School of Business. This is in the boardroom in Cameron, in Welder Hall. And these are the women that participated. Everything about us, the Women Veterans Business Center and Harlan Healthcare, is about learning. And so what I learned in pivoting from a 35-year career in healthcare to a 3-year career in cybersecurity is that, one, you have to be able to tolerate sitting in class with 19-year-olds. That's the first thing. And then throughout all the noise, you still have to learn about what the network is and the levels of the OSI model and how to keep somebody's network safe. And so there's always learning involved. The other thing I learned from this 3-year experience, I have been to the biggest and best information security conferences in the country: Black Hat, Grace Hopper Celebration, RSA, and the scholarships keep on coming. I have never paid a penny for my tech education because tech is hungry for women and pivoting women that bring skills to the table. I am not a spring chicken, even though I look young and fabulous. I am in the game, and you could tell I am excited. And so I hope that answered the question. We have a lot of partners that I've found, because this is what I do, that like Google's giving free training and certifications, Microsoft's giving free training and certifications, AWS, and then several of the vendors. I have gone to over 125 tech events in the last 2 years, and I'm going to some this summer. Thank you.
Yeah. Oh, I got you. Real quick though. Want to understand the market a little bit better. And
Yes.
so, what are all the solutions that are the competitors? I guess.
Oh
for
my
this?
gosh, I'm so glad you asked that. I forgot to mention that part. Everybody's our competitor because every business is in tech. Okay. However, everybody isn't interested specifically in women that were in the military. So that's our niche. That's where we're going to start. But we want to eventually open this enterprise level product up to, just like Mary did. She opened it up to a school of public health, a university. They wanted to survey their students to see what was their interest, what are their strengths, and they wanted to match them to some of the careers, be it a respiratory therapist, a physical therapist, a nurse, a scientist. And that's what we want to do. We want to take a more individualized approach. And that's why we have all the steps, and we interjected the AI solution to this. I hope that answers the question.
Excellent. So first of all, I'll echo what Jesse said. Your energy and enthusiasm is incredible. But honestly, Marilyn, I wish we would have had you on video this whole time too. I don't know why you're camera shy. But,
oh, I'm sorry. I thought I was on video. That's why I was trying to be on my good behavior. I can't even find.
No worries.
But I have my best camera on, my Logitech Brio. Why won't it come on?
No
I was cut off earlier. I apologize, guys. I still look the same. Maybe, let me say this, and this is worth using up my minute. Any day I can be a grandmother. I have a little baby brewing in the oven through my son, and any day I could be a grandmother. So trust me, I still look good.
Excellent. No, but I wanted to mention a couple of things. I think that it's cool that you're offering this type of hybrid e-learning workforce development technology platform to help women veterans identify what their potential career path could be. I haven't seen anything that's AI driven. You keep saying that. I think it's, I don't necessarily know if AI is the right word. I mean, it sounds like decision trees that equate to a result based on predetermined filters. So I would encourage you to maybe just verify that there is an AI component.
Thank you. I'm not the AI expert, but I was on that hackathon, and that they taught me this week that those things can be done by AI. I will not be leading the AI part of the project. Thank you for noting that. I will have somebody that knows what they're doing.
So I'm an early stage investor in a group called Ampersand, which is a ed tech company, education technology.
Awesome.
And I've seen their financial models, and I'll tell you that $100,000 for an MVP to develop a technology is very, very low. I think it's probably.
Oh, maybe she was giving me a discount because we went through that program together.
Okay, well, you better hurry up and get her to commit to it, right? But
thank you for the insight. Thank you. What's the name of your group?
It's called Ampersand. Ampersand. Yep. Like the punctuation mark. But I love your credentials. I love your energy. I love your enthusiasm. I think one thing we would have liked to see is some type of financials, like financial modeling. Here's the product, here's the expense, here's the forecast, because that's on my grading sheet here.
Yes, I tried to get her to come because that is her expertise. Yeah. All I could authentically speak about was what she told me we would have to pay.
Understood. So I just thought I'd share that. But
thank you.
Awesome.
This is Lolita. It was a great presentation. The idea of helping women to pivot, I think is very good, because a lot of women right now are facing the fact that children at home. Maybe like you said, the restaurant is closed or the health spa they were working in is closed. So that's good. But my question was, you were talking about gaming, sports, and cybersecurity, but you also mentioned a little bit about other training. So if I understand correctly, you don't mind training the women veterans for any kind of opportunity. It could be in healthcare, it could be managing an office, or maybe going into, if they learn the software, maybe they can be in accounting. Is that correct, or am I wrong?
Yes, ma'am. And I was just invited to join the advisory board at the University of St. Thomas of their new cybersecurity ethics program. And one thing the leader said, Eric Botts, he said, technology is the central nervous system of every business. That's why everybody needs to know something about technology so they can function in the workplace.
Because, it's one thing to train a person to use technology, but it's another thing for training a person to develop the technology, the software, the programs. Yes. And also, I knew someone who was very good in music, and guess what he did? He went on to use his music talent for all these games, because that's where he was good. So he used all his musical talents to put it into the gaming thing. So you can use it, but still, if you have a very wide area of training, so that means your responsibility and your funding for those kind of programs, it's going to have to be a little bit different. And you may have to analyze that. You said, of course, you didn't have much idea about the finances, and I understand, but each kind of training for a person is a little bit different, and you're going to have to figure out, like he said, anybody developing software could cost you quite a bit of money. So the other thing is, I know you are contacting all the women veterans, and so you have so many in-house in Houston and Texas, so that's a good thing. But the other side is, after you train these people, you need a place where you can place them. See, you need to train them, but you also have to have some place where they can be hired. So you need to work with them. So your marketing is just not getting these women, but marketing is to place them wherever they're going to be. So that's very, very important. So you just can't say, oh, I trained you to be an expert here, now you go look for a job. Ain't gonna work, So you're gonna have to
never do that. And thank you for bringing that up. We have a long-term relationship with the Texas WorkSource. That's where we get some of our employees from in my for-profit company, actually. And so they're going to be helping out, because this is a workforce development program. If we can get these people trained, a lot of the people I've been receiving referrals to hire, they do not have any kind of tech training. And so you're exactly right. These people need a job. That's the whole purpose of this, to get people jobs. From being in the information security area of technology for the last 3 years, I know loads and loads and loads of vendors, and we will work on and cultivate those relationships. So
I would suggest that you work with a women business enterprise, because
I do work with April and Shirley. I've worked with them for years. I'm going to work with everybody, especially in Houston, because Houston is going to be the hub for this project in Texas.
Yeah, because they have helped a lot, and I'm sure they know where to go. And also the Houston Minority District Council, their Ingrid and them also know how you can work with private enterprises. I'm not looking at, they work with the Exxons and the Shells and at those kind of big companies. So your people, once they are trained, they can be placed, or they can help them. So that's where you need to find where to place these people.
Okay. Thank you. I'm not sure if I didn't emphasize it or not, but this is not only a career opportunity solution, it's also a business startup opportunity solution, because the Women Veterans Business Center's mission is to educate and empower women veterans and military families to start and grow wealth generating professional careers and or veteran-owned businesses. And so we are absolutely staying true to our mission.
Thank you.
Thank you. You've done a lot of work to help a lot of people too. Oh, there's my name. Maybe I can come up now.
Hold on. Thank you so much, Marilyn. Let me see if can you see my screen now?
Yes.
Perfect. Thank you so much. And I met you at UST also a while back. So I know you have been around at University of St. Thomas for a while. So thank you. Great presentation. For the judges, please make your notes. And as we are, hold on, give me a second here, make sure. As we are breaking into our session, but before we go, I would like to introduce you Maya Durnovo. She is the Associate Vice Chancellor of Economic Development and Entrepreneurial Initiative at HCC. So let me see. Are you there, Maya? Perfect. I see you.
I am. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Thank you for being here.
Oh, thank you so much. And on behalf of Houston Community College, congratulations to all of the presenters and the wonderful business proposals. My goodness, these were amazing presentations. And I know that the work for the judges is not going to be easy. The passion was certainly contagious. So I just want to say that on behalf of Houston Community College, we are really deeply committed to entrepreneurship and are eager to see more veterans start and grow businesses. This particular program was the first, and we look forward to continuing it, moving forward into the fall, and certainly continuing the collaboration with the University of St. Thomas and the McNair Center for Entrepreneurship. And I do want to extend a special thanks to Dr. Vuk and Ravi Brambad for leading this wonderful initiative. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Perfect. And now, having said that, we're gonna take a little bit of a break. So everybody stay tuned while our judges are making notes and tallying the results until we announce the winners. We're gonna take probably a 15 minutes break, and stay tuned here. You can put your mics on mute and we'll be right back. Thank you. Let's see. Just to give everybody an update, it will be approximately 4 more minutes and we will reconnect, okay? Thank you everyone for your patience. We're almost there.
I have a question. What was the name of the lady who did that SaaS?
Excuse me?
What was the name of that lady who did the presentation on that SaaS about technology?
Jocelyn Williams.
Jocelyn Williams. Okay, thank you.
Thank you. one. Hello, everyone. We're back. Let's see if I can share again.
I'm going to share mine. Let me.
Can you see my screen now? Maya, can you see my screen? Yeah, okay, good. Excellent. I'm gonna give a minute for everybody to be back.
Let me, I'll tell you, so let me share mine. I have everything
Okay,
filled in.
perfect. I will do that. Let me, I don't know if I have to make you a, you're the host, so you should be, yes, you're the host.
Look at Miss Marilyn looking all young. Hey.
Perfect.
You can see my screen?
Yes.
Perfect. Okay. So let's put it here. Okay. Okay, we're gonna go from 3, 2, 1. Okay.
Yeah.
So, do you want to do a little drum roll? Where's Ravi? Ravi always does the drum roll for me. He may have left by now, but I'll do a little drum roll for him.
And the third place goes to Marilyn Harris. Marilyn, congratulations. Can I get a hello from Marilyn?
Marilyn.
Thank you.
Yeah, I cannot see you, but yours. Okay, I see you now.
There I am.
Yes, congratulations.
Thank you all.
Looking good, Marilyn.
Thank you.
You always know Marilyn. You'll always see her. She'll stand out in your crowd. There's no problem.
And
I'm going to be a grandmother in 3 days, so I might look a little different.
Well, a winning grandmother, huh? A winning grandmother. Congratulations, Marilyn.
Thank you.
I'm wishing you the best on your grandchild, okay?
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, number 2.
Number 2, let's get it. Woo! Number 2, Tony Clements with Prolific Farms. Congratulations, Tony. You're going to get all healthy and in the road to healthy life.
Yeah, we all need to be healthy, Tony. Is Tony around? Maybe.
Tony is on mute.
I'm here. Thank you.
He's probably out going to get some food for us. Thank you. Congrats, Tony.
I'm looking forward to getting one of those cases of vegetables, okay? And eat my broccolis.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. We look forward to you being a CSA member.
Just the broccoli. I need to tell my mom. She will be proud.
Keep doing it, Tony. Hydroponics, great.
Yeah.
Environmental.
And number 1, drum roll.
Okay, I need woo. Number 1, Kiwi Sticky Spoons Jam.
Thank you. Thank you very, very much. I'm truly honored.
Where's your camera?
It's
She's
on.
there. I can see her.
Thank you very much. I'm truly honored.
Either we go to Michigan and you come to Texas, but I'm looking forward to tasting the strawberry, lavender, and all those flavors.
I should send Patrick some of it and then he can share if he's willing to.
Yeah, I don't think she sent any. It just stopped at my door.
There you go. Yes.
Congratulations.
Thank you very, very much.
We sincerely congratulate all of you on your efforts. We know starting a company and an idea and a dream is a step-by-step journey. So we wish each one of you success. And you have all of us here to support you in the journey to success. And with that, I'm going to turn it over to Patrick if you want to do some closing remarks. Thanks to all.
Thank you very much, Soledad. I just want to say a few things, and Ravi, if you don't mind just saying a few words too. It's been a long journey. I remember when we started this back in fall, it was just a dream. David and I talking about this, and it's come a long way. I saw Jess, we saw all these people come with us, and thanks to Maya as well, who helped make, form this and bring this together. And I just want to say thank you. And thank you to all of our veterans who do such a great service to us in the Houston community, to Texas, and to the United States. We would be a much lesser country without you. And we're very proud that we could, do this VEP program for you. We're very honored. Ravi?
Dr. Hope, thanks. I think we need a condition that says that she needs to move from Michigan to Houston. That's part of our plan. is to get her to work with HEB and sell some of that sticky spoon at the HEB, local HEB stores.
Yeah.
So I think that's going to be part of the condition. But I think I couldn't say it any better. You know, serving those who have served. That certainly was the passion behind. And what can we do to help the entrepreneurial scene in Houston for our veterans and Texas and Harris County in general, having the largest veteran population, made it more meaningful for us to solve a gap in this problem. So certainly appreciate the partnership that we've had and everybody that's together put this together. I'm very hopeful that we're going to run this in the fall. We're going to take a little break to just assess our impact, but I will share with the audience that stage one, we've had 60 unique veterans that were giving continuing education credits. Stage two, we had 26 graduates from the Small Business Success Series. And then stage three here, 3 of our veterans here are walking away with the cash prize. So, with Dr. Dornova's permission, I think we could run this again and do our second cohort and continue on this journey. And then we certainly want to thank Jesse Bounds, Dr. Rahman, and your third judge here.
Jeremy, thank you, Jeremy.
Where'd he go? There he is, Jeremy Jensen. Thank you so much. Hope to re-engage all of you for the second cohort, but I'd actually like to give it back to Dr. Dornovo to close us off from HCC. And I'm thrilled and excited that this 6 months has taught me a lot, and it gave me an opportunity to serve those who have served for my family, for my community, for our America. So I'm certainly very thankful for the opportunity and the privilege to work for you and with you. So thank you. Dr. Dornovo.
Yes, we're looking forward to continuing the program and helping to make this a signature program, something that will live on for years to come, because it really is about helping to start and grow businesses. So you are all to be commended, because it is not easy to lead a business, as we all know. So you are all to be commended. Thank you so much.
Thank you. And with those wonderful words, Tony had a question before we go. Are we going to mail the certificates to each one of the winners, please? I will imagine so, right? We will get them in the mail or through email so they have it. And thank you for your services, and thank you for your dreams, and thank you for your work. And I'm looking forward to see each one of your successes. With that, I close the program. Have a wonderful evening, a wonderful weekend. Stay safe, healthy, and I see all of you soon. Thank you so much.
Thank you.